I learned a great deal. Tom's an excellent mentor when it comes to talk, because I've been in sales for, well over a couple decades, and I know we could always learn from one another. And just when it comes to the sales process and being able to stick to not necessarily a script, but like a structure, I feel is going to help me such a great deal, because I didn't have the confidence or the level to speak about. I'm a novice in the industry. I've never sold insulation. I've sold everything else. But to really be able to adhere to, like I said, like a structure, a plan, going in with a plan of attack. And so it gives me a better general idea of how to approach the clients. I feel confident, like I said, my education level, and just being able to stick to the structure. There's a process through it, and that was one of the things I was struggling with. I didn't feel confident. I'd go and I'd do my inspection. I was one of those guys. I'd be quick. And last week was like my first week of actually being solo. And I'd kind of have that fear where I'm like, I'm going up, I'm doing the inspection, and I kind of like run out, chase tail. You know, I'm like, well, here's my business card. I'll send you an estimate. You'll be expecting getting an email. And I think out of 9 proposals, I closed 3. And so moving forward, now being able to slow down the process, not feel like I need to rush through this, setting the correct expectation for the homeowner, and be able to actually give them the full presentation. They deserve it. So now in my mind, I feel like I did them a disservice by not being able to fully give them my potential or the company's potential and let them know exactly what we can provide for them. So that's really, for myself personally, now I know exactly how to proceed moving forward to what I can offer my clients. There's a lot that goes into it, but it's pretty simple. Like when you break it down in simple, that's what I like too about this, that Tom was able to, it's very simple, it's structured, it's not overcomplicated. Just go in there, do the presentation, you eliminate competition, and really limit those obstacles or objections you would receive.
The first time I was here, I learned a lot about the products and making sure that you can talk about the details more so than kind of the sales aspect of it, trying to just consume as much knowledge as you possibly can consume in 3 days. And then this time it's kind of fine-tuning everything, turn it into a sales pitch versus just trying to throw out as much information to them as possible. Yeah. Tom has products coming out, new products all the time, so learning about the new radiant barrier products that he has and trying to find scenarios that in your market that you can figure it out, kind of put it into your market, sell it there, that you would never know existed if you didn't come to one of these. I like listening to Tom. Tom's got great stories. He's a sales guru, but he backs it up with the amount of stories. He's seen a lot of everything. He's seen everything. And he's got a story for everything. So if he can, pass along a story to you that maybe you haven't seen, but you can tell your customers that you've seen, and that can help you get 1 deal or 5 deals, something like that, then I love just the stories and the storytelling. This is fun. It gets you out of the day-to-day, just getting into a rhythm or into a system where you're just kind of dragging, 4 appointments a day for 5 days a week, maybe 6, and then it just feels, if you hit a rut or something, this gets you out of your comfort zone, gets you out of the houses for a couple of days to kind of just decompress, learn a little bit more, fine-tune, tweak some things, and then get you back into that groove, get you ready to sell once you get back home.
It was my first experience with training, and I thought it was very comprehensive. I'm kind of new to the industry. I found it very informative. I thought that everybody had real good demeanors, was able to kind of adapt, and if we had questions or want to interject or somebody talked from personal experiences, and it was just really good. I think, to be honest, in the 2.5 days, it was difficult to probably cover everything. And we were able to kind of reach out and make some contacts so that we could maybe kind of build upon what we went through in the last few days.
My favorite part about training was actually the role playing. I actually really enjoyed that, to put yourself in a situation where you have to go through the products and go through the steps of a job and explain that to the homeowner. It's really good practice for me. Different sales tactics, I've been to quite a few, and it's just really helpful for me to go through that and listen to Tom and help him, or have him help me with that. Learned quite a bit, took quite a few notes actually, more notes than I've taken in a long time as far as in a class, but I'm definitely going to bring a lot of this home back to the company. We actually have a training next week with a different aspect, but I would love to come back to this one.
I want to try to come at least 2 times a year.